And so this video begins alongside Interstate 75 southbound, just north of Chattanooga, Tennessee. This is what is known as a scenic overlook pull-off. There's one heck of a view out here. First time I've ever stopped here. I hope you dance. Push it. A stop. Mom? Exclamation point. I can't show you what's over here. I might get demonetized. And here's the view. It's a little obstructed, but this is the best vantage point I can find. Way out there. That's miles away. A mountain. We're gonna see not so many mountains today as I'm heading south on this roadside attraction slash food history adventure. A lot of trash here, unfortunately. Don't do this. I'm proud to say I don't throw my trash on the ground. If you do, consider yourself scum. I put a question mark there. All right, now welcome to Newman & Sons Painting. Why are we at a painting shop? Well, it's not the painting shop. It's what's beside the painting shop. Look at this. Life-size stagecoach. We got 2 cowboys, some doggies up on top, and 4 horses. And look at this. We've got 2 Native Americans on horseback, one drawing its bow. This is pretty impressive. There's also something else behind me. Check out the cowboys. We got one with a double-barrel shotgun. We've got a lock right here. Oh, look, you can actually get in here. There's actually seats. It's got upholstery and everything, and a spray can. So this does belong to Newman & Sons. There's some of their trucks. It is a life-size replica of a stagecoach. I'm guessing this would have been Wells Fargo. Even the horse hairs look like they have wind flowing through them. You've got the stirrups, the straps. The rope is real. The rope is real. 2 Native Americans on horseback, one with a bow and arrow. And this one, he's got a tomahawk right there. And then across the driveway, we've got another Native American on horseback. He's got a spear. And the horsey is bending down, about to take a drink of the fountain. See the ice around the fountain there? It was really cold here this morning. It's melting. I'm going to butcher the name of this town, but this is 8018 County Highway 1145, just north of Chattanooga, a town called Ooltewah. That's probably an old Cherokee word if I had to guess. O-O-L-T-E-W-A-H. Ooltewah. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome if it's your first time. I am Tampa J, and today we are going to have a bit of a roadside attractions slash food history adventure. Now, to set this up properly, the reason I'm traveling down Interstate 75 today is because I am on my way through Georgia. I have booked a hotel off of Interstate 75 south of Atlanta, and along the way there are, well, specifically there is something I've always wanted to see. Today we are going to visit the birthplace of an American icon, the MoonPie. Made, invented in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Not too far from here. There is a MoonPie general store. Not so sure if it's open, but we're going to check that out too. It is New Year's Day. Happy New Year, everyone. We're going to check that out, and also I'm going to show you the location of where this was invented slash is being made today. Who loves the MoonPie? I love mine with a RC Cola, Andy Griffith style, of course. Grew up on it. My favorite flavor is banana. I got this. This was a present for Christmas. It's the holiday version. It's chocolate with a little bit of sprinkles. That's the backside of a horse right there. Look at that. Side note, back to it. I'm going to check out the birthplace of the MoonPie. Also, I'm heading through Georgia, through the Atlanta area. Who knows what we'll find beforehand and then after along the way. Hope you enjoy this video. I am heading south, and thank you for clicking on this video. Thank you for joining me, guys. Just want to say, hang in there. I love you. We're here together, and there's always much ahead, or in this case, much behind. Oh, I had to go there. Sorry. Let's get started. All right, we have reached downtown Chattanooga. Look at this place. That's one heck of a treehouse right there. That is the Creative Discovery Museum. All right, now we come to Riverfront Parkway. There is a boat over here I want to take a look at before we get to the MoonPie General Store. And here it is. No, not really. Just happened to see this. The real boat's over here to the left, but this is a recreation, a brick version of a Tennessee riverboat. Looks like there's an inscription right here. It says, Paddle Wheelboat Artist Jim Collins, sponsored by Masonry Associations of Chattanooga. And right out past it, you can see it right there. It's a real riverboat, and it's got a MoonPie logo. You can hear the cars on the bridge over atop of what is known as the Southern Belle. No, not the Liberty Belle. Sad trombone moment. Side note back to it. This is a riverboat, an attraction that you can board, take a little cruise. And of course, I have to point out the MoonPie logo, the original MoonPie. They are embracing it here. We're not too far from the MoonPie General Store. You guys might remember, maybe you're new here, but back in May, when I drove up to Tennessee to pick up the keys to the new house before moving, I visited the birthplace of Little Debbie, which is on the east side of Chattanooga. You've got Little Debbie and you got MoonPie invented right here in Chattanooga. Two American icons, one city. That's pretty amazing. Also, I did some Columbo-like research skills. Love you, Adam. And I found out that the tow truck was invented in Chattanooga as well. Okay, so it is a bar and grill. It says Overboard. Hey, I like that movie. Bar and grill to the left. Okay. Chattanooga Riverboat. Raising the barge. I like how they did that. Since 1985. Nautical gift shop. Yes, the Southern Belle boards here. Open daily till 11 p.m. I don't know if we can go in there. I don't think it's open because it's New Year's Day maybe. I don't see an open sign. But I do see a sign here. Check this out. MoonPie General Store. That way. Also something called Chattanooga Ducks. Go Ducks. Mayor's Mansion Inn, gift shop, a lot of attractions. This is a cool attraction sign. And now we come to 5th and Broad Street. Check this out. Classic car right there. As Adam would say, classic car alert. I am looking for the MoonPie General Store. I had it saved in my map and it looks like it should be right over here. I'm getting a little scared because I don't see a sign. I do see an old Coke sign up here though. Look at this. This alley is like a walkway between these buildings. A little closer look at the mural here. Chattanooga, world's first bottler. There you go, there's another first. And below it, right down here, factory fresh MoonPie sold here. Chattanooga General Store. All right guys, either it has moved or it's no more. But it is definitely no longer here. What? Same building. Mural's over here on the left side of the building. What is going on here? I marked this in my map a couple years ago. Oh my gosh. It's the abandoned MoonPie General Store. It's vacant. It actually is for lease. It looks like there was a counter here. What's going on? We're starting off this new year not so good. Not so good at all. All right, it says it's open on Google and it says open. New Year's Day might affect these hours or its existence. Has it been erased from existence? Alright, so there is another general store in Chattanooga on St. Elmo Street, about 13 minutes to our south. Okay. Well, before we do that, we are really close to the birthplace, the factory where they make the MoonPie. We're going to go there now. We're going to go there first. What a surprise. Hopefully that general store will be open. Hopefully it exists. Wait a minute. Check this out. MoonPies. All right. And we got RC Cola. So this is in the window of Life is Good Chattanooga. Next to the old general store. At least they are embracing the MoonPie here at Life is Good. And the RC Cola. Again, Andy Griffith style. Ooh, I've never had a birthday cake MoonPie. Have you? Or how about a mint chocolate birthday pie? That sounds good. Maybe I'll try a MoonPie, a different MoonPie at the MoonPie General Store if it exists. Ooh, Boba tea. That's a giant boba tea. Boba tea sounds good. And now crossing over the Tennessee River. The riverboat we just saw down there to the right. Just on the other side of this river is where they invented the MoonPie. Welcome to 900 Manufacturers Road, the Chattanooga Bakery. They are the ones responsible for the creation of the MoonPie. The MoonPie has been made right here since 1917. Look at this. Right up to the main office, we've got a little turnaround. MoonPie, Old Glory. I told you, this is an American institution. The original marshmallow sandwich. It says it right there, since 1917. This is the main office of MoonPie. Here on this New Year's Day, this Friday, not so busy. It's actually probably pretty good timing. I don't know if I would be able to pull up here if this place was active. Check it out. So, if you go back to 1917, the original Chattanooga bakery factory sat right here. And I want to say this one's pretty old. There might be remnants of that original factory, but the MoonPie has always been fabricated right here on this side of Chattanooga. It's actually smaller than I thought it would be. I thought this place would be a lot bigger. So I did a little brief history. The original MoonPie was 2 graham crackers, a marshmallow, and it was coated with chocolate. It was a snack invented for, get this, Tennessee coal miners. A bunch of miners wanted a treat they could take to work with them, pack it in their lunch pails and take it into the coal mine. And one miner said, don't know the exact person, but it is said that the name came from a coal miner himself. He said, make me a treat as big as the moon. Hence the name MoonPie. The modern MoonPie, as we know today, wasn't invented until the late 1950s. And then, if you go to the moonpie.com, you can see an awesome timeline, which I just looked at. You can follow along. But over the years, they've gotten bigger. They are made with different ingredients, and they become an American icon. This is where the MoonPie is made. Always has, and hopefully always will be. And hopefully the general store will be open and we'll be able to get a MoonPie. If not, got some in the car. I also went on to read that the exact date of the invention of the MoonPie is April 29th, 1917. A day before my birthday. I was born on April 30th. The MoonPie is also a tourist. Look at that. I'm also reading here on Wikipedia that there was a song titled Gimme an RC Cola and MoonPie in the 1950s, and that is what made that combination so famous. That's pretty cool. Big Bill Lister was the name of that songwriter. Gimme an RC Cola and a MoonPie. I'll have to listen to that. I've actually never heard of that. I always heard that Andy Griffith loved that combination, so that's why I've always mentioned it. Alright, I once drank a bottle of Gatorade at the birthplace of Gatorade. And also I drank a Mountain Dew at the birthplace of Mountain Dew. No, if I remember correctly, I didn't. I said that would be too cliche, and I drank it elsewhere. Anyway, the point is, I'm going to have a MoonPie. I brought you home. I brought you home, my friend. I'm going to eat you right here where you were made. I got to do it, guys. Are those petunias? Although it's very teeny, it's the perfect size. That's delicious. I love these things. I need my RC Cola now. Should have brought one of those. Maybe they'll have that at the general store. Hopefully that exists. Munch ahead. Right here, guys. Amazing. Some food history for you. Updating that playlist. Check out my food history playlist on the main page of my YouTube channel if you want to see a lot of the first as far as food in Americana. Much ahead, much behind. MoonPie. Alright guys, this was not planned, and I already referenced that the tow truck was invented right here in Chattanooga. Look at this unique sculpture. I'm gonna get closer to that. We'll figure out what that is, but this is right before the International Towing Museum. Right? That's pretty cool. Look at the tow truck. It is not open here on New Year's Day. Bummer. I'll have to come back. Towingmuseum.com. Check out the tow truck bench right before the door. I think it's made of aluminum. And just up the road is the MoonPie General Store. Hopefully it's there. Hopefully it's open. We are just down the hill from Ruby Falls. It makes sense that they would move the General Store over here next to all the roadside attractions. So I'm gonna go out on a limb and say it's there. I'm excited to get there. This sculpture here is part of this monument called the Wall of the Fallen, dedicated this 9th day of September 2006 to the men and women who have lost their lives in the line of service within the towing and recovery industry. I don't know how many times I've needed a tow and said, man, this guy's job or lady's job, I've seen women tow truck drivers as well, is dangerous. Very dangerous job. Really cool that they have a monument here, and it's really neat. Right here before the statue are the names of the fallen. There's a lot of plaques with a lot of names. Wow, I'm getting goosebumps, dude. It's a lot of people. And it looks like I'm going up to the most recent one, to the most recent plaque, in honor and remembrance. Wow. Yeah, the most recent one right now on the plaque is 2024. I'm sure there's a lot of symbolism here, of course. I'm sure these people, they look like almost like ancient Greek or Roman. The guy's trying to tow him up there. And he's got a baby in his hand. Check it out down here. It's a fender of a truck. I'm sure there's supposed to be water in here. At night it probably has a really cool effect. I can only imagine. Check it out. The International Tow Truck Museum. We'll have to come back and check it out. For sure, much ahead. Welcome to the channel. We've only just begun. All right, just missed the train. Got to pass underneath this railroad tunnel. Yeah, we are in the vicinity of Ruby Falls, and I believe Lookout Mountain. All right, I parked here beside the Burger and Brew Tap House. This street over here is St. Elmo's. 3915 St. Elmo, which should be right over here. That is the address of the MoonPie General Store. Also right over here should be on the other side of the general store, Incline Mountain. Now I've always wanted to do that. I had no idea I was going to be over here today. Also Rock City right up the street. This right here should be it. Uh-oh. I don't see any signs. That's not a good sign. Oh no. Okay, it's called the St. Elmo Mercantile, but I don't see any MoonPie signage. What the heck? Incline Railway right there. We'll check that out. What's going on, man? It says it's open. It says it's the MoonPie General Store on Google and that it's open. Now it is New Year's Day, so whatever is here is not open. Wait, I see a little sign over here. Hold on. All right, 3915, that tracks. There is a MoonPie sign. A MoonPie sign. Get a little tongue twisted. Maybe it's just because it's New Year's Day. This could be, it's the official MoonPie store, general store. I do see some MoonPie in there. Oh man, there's a whole box right there. Definitely a Wally World moment. You know, I had a feeling this might happen, I said when I started the video, but I think this is the official MoonPie General Store. No. There is some MoonPie over there, and I think I see some RC Cola. Yep, there's some RC Cola right there. We could have done it. It's closed. They're closed. Yes, sad trombone moment. Nah. The other one, definitely gone. This one, still here. So this is the unofficial MoonPie General Store right next to, look at this, the Incline. Wow, I've always wanted to go up the Lookout Mountain. Wasn't planning on doing it today. It's open, we could do so, but I'm gonna walk up there and take a look for sure, much ahead. Wow, so this is it. So I've done one of these before. I remember my first trip to Pittsburgh. I did the incline up the mountainside in Pittsburgh. That would have been, wow, 1995. Go Steelers. I will come back to do the incline someday. This is really neat. Try to make it sooner than later for sure. Just didn't have the time to do this today. It wasn't planned, but it's cool that it's open on New Year's Day, and a lot of people are going up to Lookout Mountain, starting off the year right. That's a great spot to start. There he goes. Wow, pretty smooth. That's one heck of a climb all the way to the top. There it goes, yay! That's my inner child screaming, no moon pies! I will be back. I'll be back. And right across from the incline, Lookout Mountain at St. Elmo and Tennessee Avenue, Mr. T's. I pity the fool. I pity the fool that don't eat this ice cream, right? Same Mr. T, right? Maybe I should get some ice cream. Couldn't have the moon pie. I should get some ice cream. Nah, it's probably not a good choice. It says it's been open since 1989, so could have been inspired by that Mr. T. And look at this monument. Wow, it's an O-ring, but around the ring, they have these miniature people. It's a Native American pulling a canoe right here. It looks like natives, and it looks like a soldier there. Oh, there's my cousin, Davy Crockett. So these are all historic figures from Tennessee. All the way around. There's actually a sign down here you can reference each of the figures. St. Elmo, A History and Steer by Charles Pilkey, Mint Hill, North Carolina, painted welded steel. Right there, it's a picture of it. Here's the catalog. Okay. Each figure depicts different historical events in Tennessee. It's pretty gnarly. And welcome to the great state of Georgia, the Welcome Center. Just, what, less than 5 miles south of Chattanooga? Right here. It's time to use the TMI, use the facilities, get back on the road. All right, now welcome to Calhoun, Georgia. This little sign right here points the way. The Rock Garden. I've always wanted to see this. Now this rock garden's been marked on my map for quite some time. Just down the road is All-Star Halloween, the year-round Halloween store, which I was just at back in October, gave a full tour. The rock garden sits right off of Rome Road behind this church, Calhoun Seventh-day Adventist Church. It's a really nice church. It's a big church. And I made it just in time. It is 5:16. Rock Garden closes today at 5:30. No pets, no smoking, no weapons, no alcohol, no fishing. Hours of operation right there to the right as well. No one allowed in the garden after hours. So got 14 minutes. It's 5:16. And there is a public restroom over here. Over the bridge. You can see it to the left and to the right. Porta potty. Okay, here's the entrance. There's quite a few people out here still. Welcome to the Rock Garden, the place of prayer. This unique place offers visitors a quiet place for prayer and delight in God's creation and man's art. We're going to start off by, check this out. It says something here. Let me hear his voice all over. There's a lot of stuff to read there, hard to make out. Wow. Check this out. That's cool. That's amazing. Wow, I think it's the little town of Bethlehem. Pretty neat. That's where I read that right there. Look at the detail. Look at all that tile in there. It is so cool. Look. Pretty awesome. And then we can walk around it. We can walk all the way around it and then walk into there. Look at that wall. All the bits and pieces of glass, and some of them are carved in there. Look at that. Check it out. Oh, it's a nice place to sit and enjoy prayer. And it looks like all the pathways here. Look at this. All marked with stone. Oh wow, it just keeps going back here. Okay. Yeah, this is quite impressive already. Got handprints down here. Wow, this was a lot of work. It's amazing. Look over there. Wow. Here's a castle right here. I see mini castles. Mini castles. You can go right inside if you want to. Here you go. Now look over here. Looks like some sort of stage. Okay, this is cool. We're gonna go this way. Check this out. Passing this castle. That's cool. And then over the bridge. Check this out. Oh, this is like the one in Japan. Okay, so maybe some of these castles are actually replicas of real life castles. I'm just now putting that together. I think they are. Oh, this is really pretty back here. Look at this. More stuff out there. Nice little stream. Here you go. Alright, comment below the name of this castle. I know it's in Japan. I'll probably look it up, but play a little game here. Oh wow, we can walk right through the castles. Walk right through it. Okay, so I looked it up. I'm gonna butcher this name. Himeji Castle? Himeji. That's what I think it looks like. I found a picture right here. Looks a lot like it. Also, I know there's a famous Osaka castle. You can get all up inside the castle. Oh, look at this. Look at the detail. Got some shells in there. You can look inside. Be a good birdhouse. I'm sure some birds have made nests in there. Someone's going to look up all these castles and put them in the comment section. I just feel it. I feel it. Appreciate you watching and commenting, guys. There is so much to see here, and I've got less than 10 minutes now. Look at this. Whoa! Okay, look at the bridge. That's pretty cool. I'm gonna go out on a limb, or maybe I should go out on a bridge. Check it out. That is the Notre Dame, right? Quasimodo in there. That's amazing. That might be my favorite piece. I've been to Paris, but I failed to go over to the Notre Dame. We ran out of time. Check it out. There's actually bells in here. Maybe Quasimodo is in here. Is he? Oh, look. The Grand Hall. Wow. That is beautiful. Holy cow. Look at this cathedral. Even got stained glass in there. That's amazing. And I love that at the top of the roof here, you see the seashells, the tower, all kinds of stone. Can't imagine how long it took to create this. Look at this. More castles over here. All right, I knew I was coming to a rock garden, but I didn't know I was coming to a rock garden. This place rocks. Got this fortress to the left. Look at that, it's got marble down there. Looks like marble or granite. Wow, look at this village. That's amazing. Wow. It's right behind the Notre Dame. There's another little bridge over here. Okay, here's the back side of the cathedral. Pretty neat. I'm gonna go backwards over the bridge. You can see the stained glass right there really good. Okay, I got a new favorite. I like this. Here's the village. Alright, we got this castle here, and behind, oh wow, this is the grand view right here. Two castles into frame. Try to hold it really still for you. Wow, impressive. You can fit a small person in there. That is so neat, man. Check it out. Gotta watch your step. I didn't. About fell beneath the bridge. Wow. That's amazing. And then I think, no, you can't walk out there, but they built it right into the stream. Look at that. Whose castle is that? It's pretty amazing. Wow. There's 2 benches and a table here on the far side of the rock garden. Take a look at this island, or dock, stone dock. It's got a bridge right there. Really impressive. I'm just blown away. All right, quickly, I gotta show this. It's the Roman Colosseum. Wow. Okay, this is my favorite. Wow. Adam just recently was there in Rome. Amazing. I was so happy for him. That was an amazing video. I've always wanted to see the Colosseum. My brother's been there too. Italy is like up there on my bucket list. Check it out, the cross and the moon. Looks like the Via della Rosa, Jerusalem. Here you go. Last but not least, Old Red Bridge. Keep hearing noises over here. Up in the hill. Wonder if it's a deer. Ooh, this thing's wobbling. Be careful. There you go. Rock garden in the background. Same stream. Very peaceful out here. What a surprise. I had marked this on my map years ago, and I've passed it up probably 4 times. Right across from All-Star Halloween, as I was saying, and we're not too far from Buc-ee's from 75. Make sure you stop and check this out. It's really cool. All right, all filled up already. $2.38 a gallon. Only needed 3.2 gallons. I mostly came here because I want snacks. Buc-ee's on New Year's Day. Wonder how busy it is in there. It looks pretty busy. The pumps are bumping. Look at that sky. There you go. Take a screenshot. Make it last longer. And believe it or not, they already have Buc-ee's Valentine's Day stuff in here. I'm a sucker for Buc-ee's. I tell you what, I am. Buc-ee would make a great Valentine. Right, Buc-ee? They have a Buc-ee stuffy for Valentine's Day. I think this is the first time they've done this. And I know someone at home who will appreciate. Hello everyone, I'm Buc-ee. Happy Valentine's Day. Decisions. Actually, it's not much of a decision at all. Always do a half and half Buc-ee sweet tea.
That's right, Jay. You always get that. That's right.
My go-to, turkey and cheese with pretzels, half and half sweet tea. I typically don't eat the pretzels. Actually, I never eat the pretzels. Usually give those to Chris, or just don't eat them. Passing through Atlanta on New Year's Day. Look at that. Lots of memories here with my friends. Lots of great memories. Atlanta will never be the same to me. Alright, just been driving a couple hours. It is 8:02. Got off of 75. I'm at QuickTrip. Little break, little pit stop, a little relief moment, and coffee. I need some caffeine. And QuickTrip arguably has the best coffee on the interstate. They've got the hot taps here for you, and they got the cold taps here for you. I think I'm gonna go with the cold brew awesomeness. It's a great name. Yeah, just pull the tab. Just almost like you're pouring a beer. Ooh. I don't know what just happened there. Let's try that again. Oh my gosh, it's out. I guess I'm going with the nitro. Might be up a while. Ooh. Man. It's gonna be a long night. Oh boy. And we meet again, Cordell, Georgia. Look at this. It's a rocket. Let's check that out. It's actually a missile. And this is my second time putting this missile into the vlog, although it's been many of years. This is typically my stopping point on my way down to Florida, or, well, now on my way down to Florida. But in previous years, this was my stopping point on my way up to Atlanta. I am reversing it now. Are you curious to see what this missile's about? We're gonna get a little closer. It looks like a spaceship, right? Looks like one of the Apollo spacecraft that you would see at the Kennedy Space Center. I love that place. Titan missile, intercontinental ballistic missile, Air Force Pad number 1, standing 98 feet tall, has been a tourist landmark in this intersection of I-75 since July 17th, 1969. I tell you what, I always remember seeing this coming down from Indiana when I was a kid. Since being retired by the United States Air Force, it has earned the saying, "Meet me under the missile." Well, look at that. I'll be. The Titan was loaned by the Cordele, I think it's Cordele. Is it Cordele or Cordele? The Rotary Club in the city of Cordele by the federal government. In addition, military display and museum is located at the Georgia Veterans State Park, which is 10 miles west of here. That's cool. I'll have to check that out sometime. This site is maintained by the Cordele Rotary Club in the city of Cordele or Cordele. I can't stop doing that. It literally says Cordele like 5 times on this. It makes sense. That's where we're at. Pretty cool. Check it out. It does look like one of the rockets that was beside the space shuttle. Pretty neat. Air Force rocket underneath the moon. Look at the moon. That's no moon. It's a spaceship. That's no moon. It's a spaceship. Well, pretty close. It's a rocket. All right, guys. I think I'm gonna end it right here. My hotel is literally across the street. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Please let me know what your favorite part was. Add to the video. Love reading the comments, so thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for always being here. And just want to say again, hang in there, everyone. Thinking of you. Thanks for thinking of me. I want to thank everyone for the amazing support the last couple weeks. I don't know what I would do without you guys. I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for watching. Please know that you're awesome, that you're loved, and no matter who you are or what you're going through, just know that there's always much ahead. Where'd that moon go? Get the moon in there too. Wow, that's pretty cool. There you go. Take a screenshot, make it last longer. All right, guys. I'll see you tomorrow. Be awesome to each other. Bye-bye.